Yo, what's good? What's good? Only truth here. No more tricks, no more lies, only truth. I appreciate y'all for liking the videos, commenting on the videos, and subscribing to the channel. Just keep it up, man, and I'll keep putting out ideas, maybe open some minds. There's no telling where it could go. But today I want to talk about what I alluded to in the last video when I mentioned people that are of the world and in the world. That might be loosely alluding to the Bible, where it says, "Be in the world but not of it," that type of deal. So I was researching some stuff. It probably was like years ago, to be honest, and I ran across something called actor-based reality. And with actor-based reality, it proposes the idea that the stuff we see on the news, bro, is not real. Like some of this stuff that you see in the news, on these blog sites. Like, you remember when Drake allegedly put hot sauce in a condom, and the girl tried to go in the bathroom and get the condom and, inseminate herself. Think about it. Like, really sit up and think, okay, how does this story actually get out? How does that become a thing? And when that story surfaced, boom, I immediately thought, damn, actor-based reality, bro. Because we have celebrities, right? And these celebrities just always end up in the news doing some stupid shit. And it's a lot of time it will be funny, but really think about it, dude. How the fuck does that story get out? It was funny and it was entertaining, but let's be honest, hot sauce in the condom, dude. So that would be a person that's of the world. They're of the system. I could go down the simulation theory path. I won't even do that right now, but if you've looked into simulation theory and how the sky is a projection, if you've ever been to a planetarium, like the sky projection over our head, we in a big terrarium being watched or something, I don't know. But you have these famous people, quote unquote. They're famous and they get all these followers on social media. You get all these followers, and the moment you get a large following, if you can grasp the concept of a collective consciousness. So when I say collective consciousness, just think of being popular. You sway the vote, that type of thing. You can sway the majority's opinion. So the collective consciousness of humanity watches celebrities. Now, if you're able to script what these celebrities push, you can control the mainstream thought. And by controlling the mainstream thought, you manipulate reality. And boom, you got an actor-based reality. Because you use your actors in place. People will call them puppets. I hate to say conspiracy theorists, but the theorists out there, they'll call these entertainers, celebrities, puppets, because they understand how the mind works. They understand how the masses can be controlled. If you give them some sort of idol and you have a person behind them pulling the strings, and you get the actor-based reality, like I said. So you create this mainstream, and those are the people that are of the world, rowing their boat merrily down the mainstream, because life is but a dream, right? That's a little allusion to row your boat, yeah, jen down the stream. That's some old school shit. I think we learned a lot of stuff when we were kids that hinted at what the nature of reality is. You have these people under control, bro. And to go deeper, have you've met or you've seen on YouTube or social media the woke people, the conscious community that are starting to think about certain things. This spiked up a lot around the whole C virus epidemic, whatever you want to call it, whatever code name you want to use for it. But that's when a lot of people started to question things like, yo, why we in the house, bruh? I don't know. I don't think it should be this serious. And if you remember the news from back then, it was always something fearful on the news. So the news is clearly used to sway the minds of the masses. And now they're moving it into the social media realm to, I guess, hook younger generations. But you get people like this lining up. They just going along to get along, man. That's of the world. But when you're just in the world, you're able to sit back, you observe how things work. You see how easily a person can be controlled. That's the hardest part to realize, man. Is damn, we might just be being controlled by symbols, by these screens we're constantly around. You're fed this narrative in your house. I think some stereotypes come from TV because when you're growing up, you watch television, right? You watch this box in your house. You see how people act on that. Then when you go out of your door, you look for those things outside. And the millions of people around you also have that same box in their house. And they're seeing the same programming. So you're learning how to act via the television. This shit is so stupid, bro. And if you want to go deeper, you can look up this pattern. It's a pattern on the television. It's something related to mind control, something like that, man. I'm sure everybody's looked up MK Ultra by now. And how is mind control? So back to actor base. Getting back, I got another example for y'all. You remember when these movies started coming out? Like super advanced movies. I'm talking about the sci-fi. What's one? Avatar. So when Avatar comes out, and it just, bruh, that shit look real. They made a whole nother world, and that was just at a movie set. Really let that sink in. They had people that look blue. This whole world with like smart trees and shit. And that was done in a studio. Alright, another one. This movie called Moon. Bro, guess where it is? It's on the moon. Guess where it was shot? Bro, that was like a studio. I'm gonna really look up actually the location. But Hollywood did these movies. Interstellar, The Martian. Movies like that. On Mars. People in a whole nother like dimension and shit. And it was done in a studio. However, when people see something on the news about a while back, it was this. So they claim that they hit this asteroid with a missile that was headed towards Earth, possibly. Bruh, and they had some footage of it. And it was people really believing this shit wholeheartedly. Oh, man. But if you show them the movie where that same thing happened, they'll be like, oh, yeah, that was just a movie. Bruh. That's what I don't get. How can you see it in a movie? Perfectly done recreation of the moon. They land on the moon and shit in the movie. How do you think that they wouldn't do that shit on the news? Like, post that on the news. How do you think that they wouldn't cross that boundary? Damn, I hate to say they. Because that's a shrouded in mystery term. But the actors in reality, definitely the celebrities. I don't think people should be pedestalizing these celebrities the way they do. That goes for athletes too. Man, when you look in those skyboxes at those games, it's not. It's the owners up there, dude, and those owners, no other rich billionaires. This shit is control based, and I urge y'all to look up actor based reality. Um, don't go too deep in it. I don't want you to just lose it or anything. But when you start looking up stuff, you'll even look around at some of the people you think you know. And you will say, dang, this person really, I don't know, this person doesn't really have a lot of depth to them. I've never seen them change at all. They've never shown anything about themselves. It's weird. The people that hear me, they'll feel me when I'm saying this. They'll feel it. Because, like, damn, this person just not dynamic. They super static. Just a super static character. That's when that actor-based reality hits, bro. You start thinking, hey, maybe the Bible was telling us, look, be in the world, but don't be of the world. Straight up. So, y'all be on the lookout for that, man, and keep searching. Don't search too much. Limit it, dial it back. But open your mind up. Think about shit. Try to critically think. Critical thinking is dying out. Y'all stay up though, man. No more tricks, no more lies, only truth. Appreciate y'all.